Duty Burger Time game shares. This is Mike at Comic-Con here. We're having an excellent reaction to these tickets. Everyone, I don't even know. It's going to be sold out, pretty sure. Just can't even keep these in stock. You know, this is all I have left. Really looking forward to everyone really finding out the truth about Burger Time and Call of Duty. And Halo has something to do with it. Halo Call of Duty Burger Time game share secret. I know you don't really have any pockets, but 5:30. Check out, we're on the pamphlet, the official pamphlet. Come check us out. Call of Duty and Burger Time. Somehow they're all related. Like we get free. And we're revealing gaming's biggest secret. This is a $200 ticket I'm giving away for free today.
I wish I could make it.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I'm not going to do it.
All right.
Sorry, bud.
Well, okay, it's all right.
That's pretty well started.
We don't have any Burger Time. We specifically asked for a Burger Time cabinet, and they can't even do that. They have two.
Con is bullshit. It's con. It's bullshit.
You are about to witness
Welcome to the show. This is Game Socket.
a new age of influencers.
This is Game Socket.
Our influencers are stronger,
Get out of my house! You understand?
smarter,
There's food trucks as far as the eye can see.
emotionally intelligent, and formulated for maximum authenticity.
This has been a wonderful experience.
Game Socket is a next-level content creation super farm. Led by the world's first mega influencer, Mike Graham.
Copying me as usual.
Game Socket dares to go where regular influencers will not, and is poised to rupture the gaming metaverse with its team of gaming alpha experts. Game Socket. The future of influencing has arrived. You're on board the Game Socket Truth Tour. We're taking our insanely popular live stream show on the road, circling the globe with a special educational series, and ending the video game misinformation epidemic once and for all. Today, prepare to unlearn everything you ever knew about Halo as Game Socket's nationally registered gaming historians bring you the never-before-told secret history of Halo. Combat Evolved. It's the Game Socket unauthorized secret history of Halo here at Planet Comic-Con. And it starts right now.
No, I can't do that. Absolutely not. You have to switch it right now.
No,
Okay.
I'm not going to
Absolutely.
stop it.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, bye. Okay, sorry guys. Okay, so you guys weren't with us last week, but we did a panel last week at the All-in-One Gaming Expo where we revealed some of gaming's biggest secrets, and I just got a phone call, and we have some pretty, oh my God, some legal stuff coming down the pipe. So there's some important information that we have to get to you guys out now before we're silent. So we're going to be doing a total just screeching halt on everything that's happening. I know, raise your hand if you came for the history of Halo. Anybody specifically? Okay, so we're going to talk about Halo as much as we can, but there's some other important facts that we got to get out today. So Brian, so please.
I have a whole outline that I put together for 6 hours last night.
Yeah, could you speak into the microphone, please, Brian?
I have a whole outline that I worked on for 6 hours last night, Mike.
Yeah, I understand.
We're not throwing this out the window.
Okay, well, if we don't get this information out today, we may never again, so please just fire up last week's PowerPoint and we'll get going. Thank you.
Okay, well, oh my God, this is ridiculous.
I'm sorry about this, guys.
This happens every time.
Today, prepare to unlearn everything you ever knew about Burger Time and Call of Duty. Game Socket presents the life and burger times of Burger Time, the seemingly long but but actually short. Road from Burger Time to Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 2022. A multi-sensory PowerPoint experience here at Planet Comic Con. Before today's presentation begins, we request that you please stand as we pay respect to our flag and country and honor America with a rendition of our national anthem as performed by Double Dribble Arcade. Your host for today's presentation, Game Socket CEO and host, Mike Graham.
Okay, all right. Enough of the theatrics. Let's get on with this. We got a lot to go over today. We got to do it quick. Hi, guys. How are you doing today? My name is Mike Graham. I am the creator, CEO, what are you doing? Okay, sorry. Host and owner of GameSocket. GameSocket is something that I created in 2018. It's a gaming phenomenon that's been on Twitch and YouTube ever since. You can definitely check us out. Like I said, we're on Twitch. We are also on YouTube. Search GameSocket, you'll find us.
Well, it's not, it's not the first result. It's like the third or fourth down. Because the algorithm doesn't,
It's tough to find us sometimes. Anyway, so I was the 2001 county champion of Area 51, big time gaming champion back in the day, and I do tend to make a deal. With me today, as always, is my partner in crime, Dominic Pedroza.
Hey, Socketeers. Thank you. I'm one of the content creators here at GameSocket, do a lot of Dragon Ball Z content, also the venerable leader of the Code Crackers.
And you're Mike's gardener and do his lawn care and child care, kind of a little bit of everything, right?
Yeah, that's true. He does actually work for me at my house. That's fine though. We're really good friends. We met on Craigslist. I hired him originally to do some like gardening and driveway stuff, that kind of thing, yard work. But he and I became fast friends, and he joined GameSocket to sort of lead our segment section of it. Also with us today is our guest panelist, Brian Maupin.
Hi everyone, I'm
Brian.
We have to. There was applause even. I'm a guest host on GameSocket. Usually I'm jumping the streams when Mike can't make it. He has a lot of it. He handles a lot of the business side of GameSocket, so when he can't be on screen, I fill in as the guest host. Also, I'm a minority stakeholder in the company as well.
They do own a little bit of the shares, but I am the majority owner, and I am the creator and founder.
Yeah, and this is like our second ever panel we've ever done. I think we have I'm pretty satisfied with the amount of people that came, although hopefully you changing the whole schedule, people are come here to see Halo today, and you're going to drop this Burger Time stuff again on people unsuspecting. So.
Honestly, I'm a little disappointed. I thought that all the chairs would be filled for today. I know that anyone see me out giving out tickets today? Couple people. I was handing out tickets. Thank you guys for coming.
Dominic, did you pass out the flyers? We had flyers as well.
Yeah, I passed out all the flyers.
5,000. Did anybody
see any flyers?
No flyers. Dominic, where did you hand out these flyers?
I put them all at the KU hospital over here.
At the hospital.
You put 5,000 flyers at a hospital?
Yes.
Well, it's fine. It's a fine idea.
Can I ask you why?
Well, I figured there'd be a lot of people at the hospital going in and out, and they'd bring their families and stuff in, and I thought they might want something to do, so they come see our panel.
That's fair. Yeah, there is a lot of people at a hospital. That's a fair place. Yeah, okay. That makes sense.
There's
It's
a fourth
close
member of our team that isn't here today. There's a fourth member of our team who couldn't be here because of security concerns, and we're going to actually have them call in now, connect with us. This is our AI producer who controls a lot of our shows. This is SocketCast, cutting edge technology transmission platform. Hey, SocketCast, can you hear us?
SocketCast. Hello. You there?
Hello, Mike, Dominic, and guest panelists to be named at a later date. Are you receiving my transmission properly?
Yes, I can hear you. How are you doing today? SocketCast.
Yeah, sorry you couldn't make it. Why don't you introduce yourself a little bit? Tell us what you do for the team.
I am SocketCast One, AI producer and transmission platform for all GameSocket streams. Mike, where are all the people? Did Dominic fail to properly distribute the promotional flyers?
No, he...
Please do not tell me he passed out our full color, glossy heavyweight premium flyers at a nursing home again?
No, he did not go to a nursing home.
I forgot about that, yeah.
Yeah, no, he made it to the hospital.
Yeah, and we're sorry you couldn't make it.
Cars,
like your construction of you look a little suspicious, so we couldn't get you in through security. But we're glad that you could.
I am glad I am not currently capable of feeling disappointment, because I believe I would be in a constant state of disappointment working with GameSocket.
Okay,
this thing has had an attitude since day one, and we need to get it reprogrammed
some sort of
as soon as
firmware
possible.
Update needs to happen here.
Yeah, we need to take us back to
anyway, we need to
square
move on
one.
with what's going on today. So, SocketCast, thanks for joining us, I guess. Let's move on.
Please do not bother me again unless you have an audience triple the size of this one.
Okay, all right.
All right.
That thing,
It's really unbelievable.
I'm really getting sick of it.
His attitude.
Let's move on.
Okay.
Why are we here, Mike? Why?
Okay, so gotta let you know, this is what we did last week. This is what we got to cover today. So we are talking about Burger Time and Call of Duty. I'm going to lay it out straight for you so you understand very clearly what we're trying to get across to you today. We have found some serious information that not only leads us to believe, but proves that Burger Time and Call of Duty are one and the same. They are ran on the same game engine, and this is a big, giant secret that has been hidden in the gaming industry.
This is not a joke.
And not a joke at all. I hear the laughing. This is what happened last week.
Yeah, and you promised me during the national anthem, we had a quick private conversation, and you said you will somehow tie it back to Halo. You have some additional information.
We'll tie Halo back.
People are here for Halo today, not this. So.
Okay.
We also have Dominic. You have a burger with us as well. This is a multi-sensory PowerPoint experience, so we did happen to have a burger on hand just in case.
So Dominic's going to come out there. He's going to pass it around. Start over here on this side, Dominic. You're going to take a look at the burger. You're going to smell the burger, and then you're going to pass it down the line.
Do not eat it, because I think this is actually Dominic's lunch or dinner.
I'm going to hand out some of the condiments too, but if I could just get them all back so I could put them on the burger when I'm ready to eat.
Yeah, these are like $40 burgers at this place. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. It really is expensive. Okay, so we need to keep moving.
Let's do the poll. Let's poll people.
Okay, so poll. So everyone raise your hand real quick. Has anyone here played Call of Duty? Okay, we all know it. It's a mid shooter, FPS, whatever. By a show of hands, has anyone here played the classic game on the Intellivision, Burger Time? There we go. That's what I'm talking about. So if you didn't raise your hand for one, but you raised your hand for the other, it doesn't really matter. Either way, you've played the same game.
Yeah, the same game. And we're going to prove that today. So, but let's first, Mike, let's talk about what led us down this path originally. How did we make this discovery to begin with?
Yeah, so Brian's going to take you, what happened that we made this discovery? Not yet.
Yeah, these transitions are a little slow.
Well, first off, since I was a little kid, I started playing Burger Time on my grandpa's Intellivision, and I've always had a really strange feeling about Burger Time. Something struck me as sort of otherworldly, and the burger there keeps going, and it just has always struck me as really weird. So what Brian found really sort of sealed the deal as what has been sort of weird to me about Burger Time since I was a little kid.
Yeah, and it was a really kind of innocent thing that I found. It was It was a coupon.
This is important right here. He's got to really explain this, so I know we got.
It was a coupon which I found at the library when I was checking out the romance novels, which you said you were gonna blur out this, but whatever. I enjoy a good romance novel, and I checked one out, and it had a bookmark in there, which is not entirely strange. But the bookmark was this coupon, which I thought was just a coupon. But Mike, when he saw it,
by the burger they're leaving,
or maybe they're going to buy one. They could be going to go grab a burger. The coupon, Mike, when you saw it, what did you say?
I had some sort of like.
You said like your brain lit up like a Christmas tree or something.
Yeah,
right?
it was like an epiphany or something.
Now we blurred it out here because it is just like every Netflix show. We have to sort of keep the mystery a mystery until the very end. We have to drip feed the information to you throughout a 10-episode season. So, but you will see the coupon at the end. We'll circle back to it, but it really proves everything today. So, I think first we want to. Before we get into the actual facts of the situation, we want to introduce someone.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're going to go down a tree. We have 3 phases of facts to talk about. Things that start little, they get a little bigger, and then it's just surefire stuff. But we do have to be kept in check while we do this. So we've assigned the role to my best friend, Dominic, as fact master of the day.
Yeah, and he's got, you allocated some of the budget to him, so he's here. He's really here to keep us on the straight and narrow and fact checked us throughout the show today. He's going to make sure that we aren't making anything up or going down any rabbit holes that we shouldn't. So we'll pass to him often.
Thanks for sending back all the condiments, everyone.
All right, now that we have done the housekeeping, let's move on to our presentation. Phase 1.
The evidence. Phase 1. The little things.
Okay, you told me you were going to take this slide out. It's not even funny. It's like 2010 humor over here. Yeah, whatever.
Okay, so
our first piece of evidence.
Remember, these are all going to be little things. All right, so
developers.
Start small.
Yeah, so what I was going to say is developers, they can't just come out and say the facts like this. They get fired. So these are the hints that they are dropping us that we have found throughout this sort of Burger Time multiverse here.
Okay, so starting off, we have this game called The Flintstones. Burger Time and Bedrock. This is an official Burger Time spin-off game. Okay, this is where our evidence starts.
Who developed this game, Mike?
Well, Brian, that would happen to be Conspiracy Entertainment.
This is a real company. You can look this up on Wikipedia. We're not making this up. A company called Conspiracy Entertainment developed the Flintstones. By the way, this game, I remember this one as a child. I played this a lot, and I really liked that they had Dino in it, because a lot of Flintstone games actually don't have Dino. And he's actually one of my childhood favorite characters. He's a purple dinosaur. I didn't like Barney, but I liked Dino. And seeing him in this game is half the reason I played it as long as I did. Also, they had Barney, and Barney is also not a lot. He's actually only in 2 Flintstones games.
Okay, Brian. Yeah, we got to keep going. So, the publisher.
The publisher of Flintstones, Burger Time and Bedrock with Dino and Barney
happens to be
is
Classified Games. That's
a
right,
little
guys.
suspicious. Both, just one of these companies having a weird name is one thing, but both of them having a weird name, I think, is sus.
Yeah, this is pretty crazy. So we're going to take it over to the Fact Master real quick, and we're going to ask him, what do you think about this, Fact Master?
Incoming transmission from the Fact Master.
Wow, thank you, Brian and Mike, for bringing this new information to light. Do you think that maybe the companies just thought that these were cool names, and that's why the studios were named this?
It's possible.
It's possible.
Possible.
That's fair. I mean, it is a little odd that one is conspiracy and one is classified, but it is possible that these people just thought these were cool names, but these are the little things, so keep that in mind.
Yeah.
We're going to label this one as trash.
Okay, well, I think we'll change your mind as we keep going. Let's go into our next fact. The question mark, I forgot about that. Burger Time came out in 1982, and it was published by a company, Mike, a company called...
It's Bally Midway.
Wait for the logo to come up. Hang on, you're getting way ahead of the presentation. Okay, it was Bally Midway that published
It was Bally Midway. Okay, that doesn't seem strange in of itself,
Okay.
does it? So I played the funny noise, but it doesn't really fit, right? But I promise you, here in just 1 second, you'll understand.
Call of Duty is a game often about World War II. There's a famous battle in World War II, Mike.
That's right.
And it was featured heavily in the game Call of Duty
Vanguard.
Vanguard.
What is that battle, Brian?
The Battle of Midway. So we have Bally Midway and the Battle of Midway. Factmaster, how do you feel about this so far?
Wow, thank you, Brian and Mike, for bringing this new information to light. I'm really struggling with this one. I'd like to call out to the audience and kind of see what they think.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so audience, guys, by a show of hands, who believes this is a fact?
Factmaster, deliberation.
Uh-oh. By a show of hands, is this a fact?
I'd say about 40% of the audience says it is.
I think we're going to label this one as trash.
Okay.
All right. Well, we're
Okay,
just gonna
let's
keep
keep
going.
on moving. All right.
Next up, Mike, you've got this one.
Okay, so this is Burger Town. Sounds a lot like Burger Time to me. And this game happens to be actually in Call of Duty.
It's not a game, it's a location. Actually.
Excuse me, this is a location in the game Call of Duty you can actually run through and play. It's called Burger Town. Sounds an awful lot like Burger Time, but what interests me most here, Brian, zoom in.
Well, why is there even a burger place in a war game? Most wars are on beaches, in jungles. Why is there a burger restaurant in a war game video game? Doesn't make sense to me
Right,
at
it
all.
seems a little convenient to me. So let's take a zoom in here and zoom in on that picture, and what do I see? Okay, we're gonna have to hold on just 1 second. It's loading. Got bad bandwidth.
Okay. So on the right,
Okay.
we have the Burger Time burger. On the left, we have the Burger Town burger.
That's right. This is straight out of the game, guys. This is not us picking and choosing our things.
Yeah, these look very similar to me. Both have immediately I'm already seeing. Both have sesame seed buns. Both have the burger patty and the cheese.
And there's lettuce.
Yeah.
Now I do see tomato and onion on the burger on the left, but I believe that the tomato and onion are hiding under the burger, the bun
possible.
on the right.
Also noticing that the burger on the right is bigger, but it was, I think, inflation back then made burgers bigger, and I think that may be why it's smaller on the left. But I think they're very similar. Should we check in with?
Yeah, let's check in with the Factmaster.
Now approaching the Factmaster.
Wow, thank you, Brian and Mike, for bringing this new information to light. Looking at these comparison of the two burgers, I feel like I'd have to be blind to see that it's not the same burger. I think we have to label this one as sus.
Okay. All right, we'll take it. Finally a win. All right, let's keep moving. The year 2003, Michael.
Okay, very
okay,
important. Hold
okay.
on, they're still clapping. We appreciate it, everyone.
I don't actually see. Okay. All right.
right.
Year 2003.
It's a really important year, guys.
The company that developed Burger Time is called Data East. In the year 2003, what happened to them?
They went bankrupt.
They went bankrupt. Not a great year. They weren't selling enough Burger Times. Bad Burger Times for Data East in 2003. That's right. Also happening in 2003, Mike.
What else happened?
The Haunted Mansion. The
Haunted Mansion
first
did come
Haunted
out in
Mansion came out in
2003. It
2003.
absolutely did,
Which
yes.
they are trying to erase that from history with a new Haunted Mansion. That I think
Apparently,
is coming out.
These people are not Eddie Murphy fans.
No, but we are, and we do not support the new Haunted Mansion because the true Haunted Mansion was 2003, unless Eddie's in the new one.
Right.
But
that
that's
doesn't
all
have
beside the
anything
point.
to do with this at all. We just wanted to honor the Haunted Mansion while we were up here.
Also happening in 2003, a little game called Call of Duty. The original came out. The first Call of Duty launched in 2003, and that was...
So remember, guys, these are the little things. And still in the little things, we have Data East going bankrupt in 2003. What happens a few months later? Call of Duty comes out.
Yeah.
It's a little crazy to me. Let's head on over to the Factmaster and see what he has to say.
Factmaster check-in activated.
Wow, thank you, Brian and Mike, for bringing this new information to light. Just thinking about it, I feel like companies go bankrupt all the time. I don't know if I see the connection here.
Okay, let me break it down one more time for you, Dominic. 2003, Data East goes away, and then a game, all those people working at Data East disappear, or they
Think about it.
they have no jobs.
Right.
And then a new game is made called Call of Duty. Where do you think all those developers went when that company went bankrupt? They had to do something.
Right. And
They
then
weren't-
Call of Duty comes up. I ask you that you would please redeliberate this.
Factmaster deliberation in progress.
Wow, thank you, Brian and Mike, for those.
Incoming transmission from the Factmaster.
Thank you for those compelling arguments, and then just re-asking me, even though you just asked me like less than a minute ago. But I think I'm going to label this one as trash.
All right. That's fine. That's fine. We're still in the little things. We can still get you there, I promise. All right.
Factmaster, thoughts on Haunted Mansion, real quick.
Greatest movie ever made.
All right.
That's a fact.
The next thing, Mike.
Okay, so guys, when you guys think of conspiracy, when you think of classified, when you think of big things happening that are not right in this world, what do you think? That's right.
I hear a lot about hired actors.
Hired actors.
Yeah. Anytime there's conspiracy, I hear something about hired actors being a red flag.
And guess who's hiring actors right now? Activision.
It doesn't make
For
sense.
those that don't know, that's the creators of Call of Duty.
Yeah. I could see them hiring voice actors. The other things on here, artists, producers. Why does a video game company need actors? It doesn't make a lot of sense to me.
No.
They could just animate that, right?
That's right. So let's take it to the Factmaster and see how he feels about Activision hiring actors.
Factmaster.
Thank you, Brian and Mike, for bringing this new information to light. Just thinking about it, I don't know why a game company would need to hire actors. Does seem a little strange to me. I think we'll label this one as sus.
Okay, we'll take that. I don't really understand the scale. It was fact or trash, and now there's sus in there. Do we have like a graphic for?
You have to just listen to the Factmaster. I can't.
All right,
this one, right?
That is it for our first
10
phase.
seconds long.
That's all the little things, and I think that means we're moving on.
That's right, guys. This is going to be phase 2. Down the rabbit hole.
Phase 2. Entering the rabbit holes.
All right, our first rabbit hole is a big one.
It's a big hole. This is a very deep hole.
Mike, did you know that inside Call of Duty you can actually play Burger Time?
Brian, I did because we planned this presentation together.
Okay, well, if you had followed the script, you would have said no, and then I would have said, you can play Burger Time inside Call of Duty. Now this is a fan-made mod, but I'm using the word fan in quotes because we don't know who those fans are, right?
Right, guys. This is a fan-made mod. Once again, Burger Time is literally in Call of Duty. This is no longer Burger Town. Now we're talking Burger Time. And as far as the fan is concerned, no one has ever confirmed exactly who that fan happens to be. It could be anybody.
It could be a developer that made this, right?
That is
A
what
Call
I'm
of Duty
implying,
developer.
actually, yes.
The other thing that's suspicious about this to me is it's been left up. You can go on YouTube and you can see this. The mod's available. Activision has not taken this down. And I think just them not taking it down is a clue in itself.
So let's head on over to the Factmaster. Factmaster, how do you feel about this?
Incoming transmission from the Factmaster.
Wow, thank you, Brian and Mike, for bringing this new information to light. Kind of struggling with this one again. I think maybe call out to the audience and see what they think. Maybe is there someone who has an opinion on the matter?
Yeah, so audience, think to yourselves real quick.
Audience engagement activated.
Okay, does anybody have thoughts on this? Nobody wants to speak up. Okay,
I have a
show of
shot.
hands, who believes that this is a fact?
It's on the internet right now. You can go look it up. It's true.
Yeah, they definitely think it's trash.
No, did you see this?
There was most of the people.
Most of the people raising their hands. Well, that's what we were doing. We're raising our hands for fact, right? Not crowd.
They thought it was trash.
All right.
Okay,
We're on a time box here. We
said
can't
we would
argue
be
this.
beholden to the Factmaster. That's fine. We aren't even. We're just a little over halfway there, but we will get you there. I promise.
All right. Next up, Mike. Did you know November, as recent as November of last year, you could go to a Burger King restaurant I don't know why you would, but you could go to a Burger King restaurant and you could order off the Call of Duty menu. They had a Call of Duty menu. It was the same menu as always, but you could get a cup that had, I think, the Call of Duty logo on it.
And it may not seem important to everyone out here right now that Burger King is important. I assure you that Burger King is very important and tied in this. So keep in mind that Burger King is a very important factor.
They also produced a tie-in promotional ad once it loads here.
There it goes. So this is an actual ad put out by Burger King.
Listen up, team. We need to get that meal before anyone else.
Yeah, this is, first of all, why does a burger company want to
What's the deal with a first-person shooter in burgers?
Yeah,
right?
And this is, like, I don't know why Call of Duty would engage in this sort of sponsorship, because, you know, video game companies do not want you to ever stop playing. Why would they partner with something you can't play while you eat? So that if you're eating Burger King, you're not playing Call of Duty. It's taking away from time you could be, you know, leveling up, buying DLC, getting the battle pass.
Absolutely.
That's why they usually team up with like energy drinks, because you can drink and play at the same time.
You will find out why Burger King is so very important in this, but let's move on to the next one.
Oh, and here, right here, there's Burger Town.
This is the Burger Town guy, right here.
1 hour double XP.
Yeah, there he is, right there. Burger Town guy in Burger King.
Burger Time, Burger Town.
Very similar.
Call of Duty, Burger King.
There's one more piece to the Burger King puzzle, though, Mike.
Okay, there is one more Burger King puzzle.
And that's Fernando Machado.
Fernando Machado was the chief marketing officer for Burger King. In 2021, he was stolen as an employee and moved over to none other than Activision.
Now, Mike, what would
100% true. This man was the chief marketing officer for Burger King and is now the chief marketing executive for Activision.
Mike, tell me,
it's undeniable.
Why would a video game company need a burger expert? It makes no sense. You could see them maybe hiring someone from the military, someone from another video game company, from a burger company.
Yeah.
That seems a little...
It seems a little sus to me. Let's take it to the Fact Master.
Incoming transmission from the Fact Master.
Different tie-ins between Burger King and Burger King, Burger Town, Call of Duty.
Wow, thank you, Brian and Mike, for bringing this new information to light. Just sitting here thinking about it, I'm kind of focused on the Fernando Machado. People like jobs, people like to work. Maybe he just wanted a different job. I don't know that that's all that crazy.
Are you listening to what we're saying?
Did you not just, okay, seriously, think about this, Dominic. Fernando Machado worked at one place, he works at the other. There is a literal video commercial with the Burger Town character in it and the Call of Duty menu at Burger King.
If he wanted another job, he would have gone to McDonald's, or maybe Chick-fil-A or something like that.
Deliberation in progress.
It's trash.
Okay. All right. We don't have, we could sit here and deliberate and argue, but we don't have the time.
We don't have the time. We have to move fast. So
the next phase, though, is going to convince Dominic. I'm sure the Fact Master is going to change his tune. But first, let's visit some of the dead ends, I think.
Okay, so just so you guys know, that we're not just anything that we find out there applying our logic to it. We had a conclusion, then we went out there and we found all of our facts afterwards, but we did find some things that didn't line up, and we want to be transparent with everyone so that you understand that we are being honest and transparent today.
Yeah, so one of the dead ends that I came across, I went to the Call of Duty support site and I opened a customer service ticket, and I just kind of jokingly asked, like, how do I get Peter Pepper in Call of Duty? Peter Pepper, if you don't know, is the main character of Burger Time. He's the chef. He's not actually the pepper, which is something I found out in all of this.
Right. Now he's the human character in Burger Time.
That seems completely crazy to me. But I opened this ticket and asked this, and unfortunately they just closed the ticket, didn't reply to it. So dead end there.
Dead end. I also ran into a big dead end. So like I told you, Burger Time was made for the Intellivision back in 1982. I went and got my old Intellivision paddle out, classic game paddle, and I actually got it hooked up to my Xbox.
What? You just plugged it into it? I don't think those fit together. How did you?
No, I mean I had to go on eBay and get like several adapters. It was like a 3 adapter process. But I did get it plugged into my Xbox, and it didn't do any functioning at all. So
it was a good try.
That was a dead end.
Yeah, that would have been in our next category if it would have worked.
Yeah.
And what's our next category?
This is phase 3.
Phase 3.
This is the final
The
phase.
smoking gun.
This is the category that if you're not a believer after this category, you can't. There's nothing we can say. You're in an echo chamber.
Brian, it's not done loading though.
How many did you put in here? Why are there so many pictures of this on the internet?
It's really cool. If you look up smoking gun, you get a lot of pictures of guns that are smoking cigarettes.
Okay. All right, we're done. I'm gonna say, if you're not a believer after this phase,
funny.
you're not going to be a believer. Let's go to our first piece of evidence, and this one is a little strange because it is a.
Keep in mind, guys, we're on the top tier now. This is the smoking gun evidence. There is nothing. If we can't persuade you now, you're not persuaded.
Literally just said that. Dominic actually did some research. He's the fact master, so there's a little bit of conflict of interest here because he actually did the research on this next one. But Dominic, tell us what you did here.
So Brian and Mike wanted me to reach out to Bobby Kotick, get a comment from him.
And who's he?
Who is Bobby Kotick?
He's the head of Activision.
The head of Activision, the company that makes Call of Duty, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So I reached out to the code crackers and I told them to get Bobby's number so I could call him. One of them just gave me a phone book. So I went through and I looked for every Bobby, Robert, Kotick. I called all of them.
Due diligence at GameSocket.
Right. I called all of them until I finally got an answer. And then I think I have that tape here for you guys.
Yeah, and wait, just a little context. What did you ask him?
I asked him what he knew about the Call of Duty and Burger Time.
And we recorded.
So we have a recording of him talking about
Yeah,
it.
so let's play that response.
Listen, I don't know who you are or how you got my phone number. I'm going to tell you what I told HR when they came knocking on my door about all this harassment business. I knew.
Okay. That's pretty damning, I think. I don't know what Bobby sounds like. I've never seen Moneyball. I hear he's in that movie, though. And we probably should have watched that.
It's an excellent movie. If you haven't seen it, it's one of the best. I like it's kind of like The Big Short. If you haven't seen The Big Short, they both have kind of the same feel. If you like that kind of information,
It's still not as good as Haunted Mansion, so if you haven't seen Haunted Mansion, I would watch that over Moneyball.
I agree with that.
Now
That's a fact.
he essentially admits in this call that he knew about. He mentions harassment, which I guess they've had some harassment in the workplace stuff going on in Activision, which is a whole other thing. He admits that he knew that, and he admits that he knows about some sort of Burger Time.
Let's take this to the Fact Master. Fact Master, how do you feel about this?
Well, this seems like a conflict of interest.
Now approaching the Fact Master.
He found this information. Should he be grading it?
Well, we did dub him the Fact Master.
I believe. Do we have a backup Fact Master?
I mean, we do have the audience.
Next
Would you guys
time.
like to chime in on this one? Okay. All right. So let's see. By show of hands, is this fact?
Audience engagement activated.
Did he get turned down?
Okay. I think that's majority. Dominic?
Dominic, can you please deliberate on their deliberation?
Yeah, it looks like it's fact.
It's fact. Okay. All right. We needed a win, and there's one. I think we're gonna get another here.
I think we are too. Let's see it.
Listen, I don't know who you are
I did not mean
or
to
how
play
you
it.
got my phone number.
Right there. Okay, so guys, this is a friend of mine. He is a cybersecurity expert, software engineer, web developer.
Inventor too, right? He invented that. What was it? Like that fax machine thing?
Yeah, this guy refurbishes fax machines, turns them into weird toasters or something. But seriously, this guy is a really smart dude. He's been doing cybersecurity forever, coding. He reads every coding language I think there is. I had him look into something for us, guys, and I want you to take it.
Hello, my name is Mark Duddleson, and I'm a former Geek Squad senior service technician and inventor of Toasty Boy Perfect toast breakfast broiler. Now, Mike Graham and I met a few years back at rehab up at Swindell, up north. And well, anyway, he reached out to ask me if I could examine the code from these two video games to determine if there's any similarities or anything unusual hidden in that code. Well, after hours of in-depth investigation, I've indeed found some remarkable discoveries. Now, as you can see here, both games are running the same code in numerous locations. Now, because of this, it's my professional opinion that Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, it's running on essentially the same game engine as Burger Time. Now, it's as plain as your toast. Before you picked up your very own Toasty Boy, folks, you gotta try this thing out. It's the perfect.
Did you tell him he could do an ad in the middle of this?
Did you? And you can pre-order one
Okay,
right
I told him he could say something about Toasty Boy. I did not say he could do an actual.
www.kickstarter.com/Mark the Toaster Man. Get yours.
I did not say that he could do a full ad. Okay. Never mind the Toasty Boy. Think about the words.
This really goes on a long time. She's putting a lot of butter on that toast.
We can stop at any time, Brian.
I just want to play it out. What happens? Oh, she's using jam. Okay, there we go. All right, but anyway, sorry.
Never mind the Toasty Boy. Never mind the Toasty Boy. But let's go to the Fact Master and see what he has to think about that guy. Mark Dettles.
Now approaching the Fact Master.
Wow, thank you, Brian and Mike, for bringing this new information to light. I think it's pretty easy to see, it's a fact that toast did look really delicious.
Okay, but what about, he said the game, that he examined the code, found they're running a lot of the same code, and he even said that it was the same game engine. And this is a former Geek Squad technician.
Yeah, I mean, I've met Mark, a lot of times at your house, Mike. He often watches me do the yard work outside. Usually likes to take pictures of me and bring me water.
It's a hobby.
He usually spills it on my shirt, but he just seems like a really good, trustworthy guy. I think we're gonna mark this one as fact.
That's right.
All right, that's 2 back-to-back facts.
2 in a row, guys.
And we're not done yet. We got one more.
We got the big one for you. The big one.
Yeah. Do you want to turn off that music?
The big honcho. The big. What's it? What's a couple other big ones?
I got nothing else. We're circling back to the beginning now. The coupon that started this all. This is what led us down this trail. We're going to unveil it. It looks pretty innocuous here. Looks pretty simple.
This is the coupon we've been teasing.
But when you look at it closely, you're gonna see what we saw. First of all, it is just a regular tie-in coupon for Burger King. But Mike, take a look at the price up there.
Yeah, guys. So what we're looking at right now is the price. Okay, it's $8.25. $8.25. Can anybody take a wild guess what day Burger Time was released?
Was it August 25th, Mike?
August 25th.
Okay. All right.
There's more.
There's more. Let's zoom in.
Enhance.
Let's take a look at that bottom text. Specifically that last line of text, Mike. What does that say? They are literally telling us right in the ad.
Call of Duty, it's Burger Time.
It says it right there. It's subliminal messaging. They're telling us straight out, Call of Duty is Burger Time.
I mean, there's no mincing words anymore, people. They said it. This is the original evidence that we found. This is the one that blew the lid off the entire case. Call of Duty, it's Burger Time.
It's Burger Time.
They told us in plain print. There's no denying it.
But we have to go with what the Fact Master says. Fact Master, how do you feel about all this?
Wow. Thank you, Brian and Mike, for bringing this new information to light. I think this one's pretty easy to call. Call of Duty, it's Burger Time.
Thank you, Fact Master. We knew it all along, and we're glad that we could convince you, take you on this journey, and change your mind.
So, like I said at the beginning of this, we had to steer away from Halo, and we're sorry about that. But we had to get this information out before we get tied down legally by any chance. So, while we still have the option to say these things, we do have a list of demands for Activision. That's right. Number one, we want full disclosure that Burger Time is the true game engine behind Call of Duty.
The information's already out there now, so they might as well admit it and lean into it. They could put some marketing around this.
I mean, you know, they might be suing us. That says a lot to me.
Is that what your phone call was about?
I did have a lawyer call me. I don't think I should be able to
Our
talk
second
about
demand is a proper re-release of Burger Time with Call of Duty skins and kill streaks. So do some crossover, cross-promotion.
Yeah. Let's see Burger Time in 1080p, you know, full 3D graphics. Let's do it. It's about time.
And then number 3, Mike?
And then GameSocket needs to be listed in the National Video Game Historical Registry for revelation of this cover-up. There is tons of stuff that's being recorded and written down. They're keeping old video games and digitizing them from analog to digital. They're doing old movies.
We just want credit.
They even made a documentary about the people who dug up E.T. at that landfill. That's a national historical registry that needs to be put down. Along with them, GameSocket needs to be put on there as well for uncovering this massive conspiracy.
Yeah, we just want credit for all the work we've done here. Pretty simple list of demands. We didn't even ask for any money, so. So that's our presentation. Mike, do you want to talk about a little self-promotion here before we wrap up?
All right, guys. Seriously, thank you so much for coming in and spending this hour with us. You can find us on Twitch and YouTube. We are... Oh, this is our website.
This is our website. Is this a prank that our IT guy is doing with us here? Is this part of the shtick?
This isn't real. Hold on. I'm going to go to it on my phone.
It's www.gamesocket.website. You asked me this like 4 times.
GameSocket. Anybody go to it? I have no idea.
I'm just going to refresh it here. Okay, it still seems to be happening, so maybe this is a prank that your IT guy is doing like that last time.
Okay, we're gonna move on. Let's just not think about that right now. That's not what's important. Guys, you can find us though if you want to see stuff like this. We do a lot of similar things to this, exposés, different sorts of fun stuff on Twitch and YouTube. You can find us at twitch.tv/GameSocket.
We stream about once a month. We do Hot Socket Saturdays.
We do Hot Socket Saturdays. We've got about once a month thing. We're not doing it all the time, but a lot of our stuff takes a lot of planning. Then we do an episodic series on YouTube, which is actually sort of like a story arc thing that you can find about us at GameSocket. It's youtube.com/@GameSocket. And of course, as soon as we get it back up, you can see it. You can go visit GameSocket.website.
Yeah, we just need to unfreeze the site there.
And then I think we passed out all the buttons. Hopefully, as many of you got buttons as we have, as we can give out. But we also have, if anybody wants, we have these tickets that I was handing out. If you want to take it home, as some sort of thing.
These could be framed. You could get these PSA graded, put them up.
This might be important, for the future.
You were here. This is a historic occasion that you all witnessed today. You were here when the news broke, so you'll want to tell your friends, your family, your children, grandchildren all about this in the future.
All right, well, congratulations to GameSocket.
Thank you for attending this special presentation of the life and burger times of Burger Time. The seemingly long, but actually short, road from Burger Time to Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 2022. To stay plugged in to GameSocket content, visit our website at www.gamesocket.website. If you are in possession of the demo hamburger, please return it to Dominic at this time. Thank you.